Some people have diaries, some people have journals. I have a secret movie book. What's up? My name is Ashley. Today we're going to cover 3 things that I am really excited to talk to you guys about. My cats are getting very aggressive. One is my secret movie book. I carry this thing around with me like a child would carry a little doll or something. Like, this is my pride and joy. 2, we're going to talk about some of the things that are behind me. I want to kind of give you more meaning and, tell you what's up. And 3, I'm going to just kind of go over some of my biggest influences on this channel, and I'm going to link some channels down below that I think are really cool that you guys should check out if you like horror movies, disturbing things, or just movies in general. So let's just go ahead and jump in. If you guys end up liking this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel and what I'm doing here, go ahead and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. And go ahead and check out my main channel. I will leave it linked down below. And if you really want to keep up with my life and what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That will also be linked down below. So, movie book. This is actually a Dark Souls 3. It came with the special edition of the game, and I commandeered it for myself as my movie book. And ever since like 2015, let me see if I dated anything. Here we go. April 21st, 2016 was my first entry in this book, and this book is more or less like movies that I want to watch, like first impressions of movies. A lot of things. I have like lists of movies from now that I want to watch. I have like quotes from movies that I want to remember. Like right here, there is a movie called Burn coming out, and I really liked one of the quotes from the trailer. It says, "Fire just forces things to change really fast." I really liked that. Also, my favorite word ever is a little disturbing, but I wrote it down in this book. My favorite word ever is coprophagia. I just love the way that it sounds, but if you look it up, it means pretty much scat porn. I learned that one from 120 Days of Sodom, which was a terrible movie to sit through. I didn't finish it, by the way. Serbian Film? Yes, if you guys would like me to talk about my thoughts, my experiences with a Serbian film, I've seen it probably 7 or 8 times now. Let me know down below. I know everyone who has like a movie channel always ends up talking about a Serbian film, so I would love to go over that with you guys. In here, I also have like, it's broken down by certain directors. Like right here is Larry Clark, Stanley Kubrick. I love Larry Clark. Oh my goodness, I love Larry Clark. I love Lars von Trier. He's one of my biggest directors that I love so much. I love the Coen brothers. I love Darren Aronofsky. I just love filmmakers that are not afraid to push boundaries. Also, one thing that I want to note, I also, like I said, I write quotes and stuff down. If you guys are Fall Out Boy fans, I was a big Fall Out Boy fan back until like they started doing what they're doing now. I hated, but like up until the album Folie à Deux, I loved their music so much, and one of the songs off of that album is called Coffee is for Closers. I never knew what that meant until I watched Glengarry Glen Ross, where Alec Baldwin actually says the quote, "Coffee is for closers."
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
So, fun fact for you. So, this is my secret movie book. I have a lot of things in here. One of the first impressions that I wrote down was for the movie Kill Charlie Countryman, and I love it. I loved that movie. It was so good. I know on set, Rupert Grint did an interview where he talked about Shia LaBeouf actually dropping acid and getting naked on set, and I am a big actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf fan. He's doing 2 movies this year, one called Peanut Butter Falcon, which I am super excited for. If you guys have not seen the trailer for Peanut Butter Falcon, it looks like probably the best movie of the year in my opinion. Also, he's doing a movie called Honey Boy in which he plays his father. So I'm very excited to see what Shia LaBeouf brings us this year. So let's talk about a couple of things behind me. I feel like I'm dressed like Newman from Seinfeld right now. So starting at the very top here, I made this painting. It's a Beetlejuice inspired painting. I love these purple and greens together, and I just love the way that Beetlejuice's whole aesthetic is. So there's that. And if we go down here, we have my two little sisters from The Shining, a pair of horns that reminded me of Maleficent horns, but they just didn't go up as high. I might end up using those for cosplay. Over here we have a movie poster. We have Hannibal. Here we have this majestic, opulent, oh my goodness, majestic holographic unicorn. We have to name her. And we have to name my skulls. I think we should name my skulls. I have a couple. There's not really any, don't look here. This is for part 6 of my DVD haul. Here is where all of my DVDs are. This Monster High doll right here, Marcel actually, my boyfriend bought for me when I first dyed my hair because he thought it reminded me of, or he thought it reminded him of me. This right here is a little ghost that I painted. Over here is my favorite shelf. We have Ash from Evil Dead. We have the Misfits pouch. Misfits were always a spooky band for me growing up. We have Little Freddy, and we have a Rorschach painting for Us, the movie Us, which was a huge favorite of 2018. Oh, no, 2019. Here we have a painting that reminded me of H.P. Lovecraft. We also have a couple of spooky ladies. And all the stars on the wall really were to signify like me as Deadgrl superstar. And down here we have a painting that I did of Georgie, who ended up looking like Ronald McDonald, and the balloon from Us. This I'm not keeping here, but I have no other space for it right now. So that is my background, and I'm probably going to add a couple of more things, but I hope that you guys enjoy that. So let's talk about channel influences. I am a huge avid watcher of people who love to dissect films, review films, talk about movies. I just love people with like-minded interests, and that's why I started this channel. So these are my biggest influences on my channel. I love Sarah Hawkinson, who also does Possessed by Horror. She was one of the first channels that I discovered about 3 years ago. I love her reviews. I love everything that she does. I'm dreading her Midsummer review right now because I haven't seen it yet, and it's not playing at a theater near me, and I'm crushed, okay? Next, Spooky Astronauts. She is one of the coolest. She lives in Australia, and I think she's really awesome because she does interviews with actors from horror movies. One of the recent ones was the guy from The Human Centipede 2. I forget his name, but it was a very cool video that she did. Also, I want to highlight her guinea pig series video because I thought that was a very well done video. I'm going to leave her channel link down below as well as everybody's. Let Me Explain is a channel that I have discovered recently, but I just love the structure and format of the channel. I love how he starts every video with listen. And I am so happy that they got to go to Sundance this year because that is where I ended up seeing his Sundance review, was where I ended up discovering a lot of the movies that I'm very excited for. And I hate that Sundance is so early in the year and I have to wait until next month for any of the movies to even come out. A lot of the movies come out in August, not all of them. Next is Spooky Rice, who does Disturbing Breakdowns. Now, Spooky Rice was only going to keep his channel around for 1 year, but he's doing such amazing things over there. I think he's going to do it for a lot longer, but I just love the way that he incorporates Dragon Ball Z into his Disturbing Breakdowns, like the way he says, like, roll the Gohan, and just little things like that. Little Gohan always pops up on the screen. I love Dragon Ball Z, so, or any kind of Dragon Ball, actually. The Broly movie, I watched that earlier this year, and it was... I listen to that soundtrack so frequently. Next is Foundflix. Foundflix is such a cool channel. Foundflix, okay, so if you guys watched my first video on this channel, you would have seen that I was watching The Endless, which I ended up really enjoying. And Foundflix ended up sitting down with the directors and stars of that film to get a really cool interview out of them. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check out Foundflix channel. Next is someone that I've actually had the privilege of speaking to. Horrible Reviews. His name is Yaron. He lives in, I believe, like some faraway country, but he is one of the coolest. Like, that is where my whole love of disturbing films really started from. So back to a Serbian film. I first saw a Serbian film back in 2013 and I was shocked. I had to show all my friends. They didn't believe it was a real movie, and they still, every time I bring it up, are like, please don't talk about it. So when I first saw a Serbian film, I didn't understand it. The first person to really talk about it and like break it down was Horrible Reviews, which is Yaron. I'm 99% butchering his name. So I ended up messaging him on Facebook. I just wanted to thank him for introducing me to looking more in depth to movies and not just looking at a movie for face value, and really diving deeper into meaning, director, and I've always loved cinematography my whole life. I had two really big influences on me while I was like developing my life. My Uncle Bob, who is no longer with us, but every Wednesday he would give me a stack of movies and tell me to go home, watch them during the week, bring them back, we would talk about them, and then he'd give me another stack of movies. And that was one of the best times of my life. I think that was very formative for me. Also, I had a friend back in 2013. He was the one that showed me a Serbian film. I am no longer in touch with him, but he really showed me disturbing films, really showed me more indie films, and that's where I really started to fall in love with the disturbing, just yucky genre of movies. So two more here. Cinefix. I'm probably butchering that, but they do a really good job at really dissecting scenes, actors, supporting actors, roles, just everything about a movie. They dissect it in their videos, and it is so well done. Marcel really is not like one to like the movie thing like I am, but he really enjoys Cinefix channel. And last but not least, Ryan Hollinger. He does like video essays on movies, and I think they are so well done. I am so happy that he does deep dives on older movies, newer movies, just everything. And he's just the way he articulates and speaks and starts and ends his videos is so intriguing. I am so impressed by his channel. So those are all of the influences on my channel. I hope that you guys look forward to seeing more from me. I have a pretty cool list of things, and I have a movie review that is going to be coming out next. I watched Backcountry. Before watching it, I had never heard anything about it. I just knew that it was like a movie out where people were out stranded. I didn't know anything else about it. I honestly thought it was a slasher flick, and I was convinced for a while. Stay tuned. But it ended up being a really good movie, and I have a really good review written for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Don't forget to do whatever you think, the notifications might work. They might not work. We don't know. Come on. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm not really going to go with any consistent uploading schedule. I'm just going to upload whenever I have a video done and ready. So I hope that you guys stay tuned. I think I have already said that. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to stay spooky, and I will see you in my... Stop. You fail at saying anything to say goodbye to people. Sayonara, suckers.